This Black Mirror called a television, right? Television. Tell a vision. What do witches do again? They tell you a vision. Now let's turn on this television that has a black mirror. Then when you turn on your television that has a black mirror, you then pull up your channels. What do witches do again with these black mirrors? Channel spirits. So therefore, pick what you want to channel. Then once you click what you want to channel, you then move on to your daily programming because it's meant to program us. That's why our generation is so desensitized to a lot of the things that we see in today's generation because we've been programmed since we were children. Oh, and that same black mirror that's on this TV is also on your cell phone as well. That's why we really got to be careful with the things that we watch in today's society because you never know what spirits you might be channeling with what you're doing.
Edward Bernays, the nephew of world-famous psychoanalyst Sigmund Freud, would study group dynamics and become the father of public relations. He authored the book Propaganda in 1928. In it, he described how to intelligently and consciously manipulate the habits and opinions of the masses within a democratic society. He went on to state that those who harness this unseen mechanism of society constitute an invisible government and are the true ruling power. It is they who pull the wires which control the public mind, who harness old social forces and contrive new ways to bind and guide the world.
The average American is distracted, mindless, worried about minuscule things, celebrities, as if it was their own family members. And this is by design, because the powers that be, who own the media, know how our brains work. They know scientifically how the human mind functions. They know about sociology, and they are using the media, and have used the media for decades now, to entertain people with issues that don't really matter. When you have the big news networks covering celebrity issues as if it's the most important thing, it becomes the most important thing. And this is not by accident. This is to keep us out of the way. Because if you're worried about the latest celebrity death, or the latest celebrity couple, or the celebrity breakup, or your sports team having a shot at the Super Bowl or the World Series, there's so much information about those issues that can be discussed that will mesmerize people, and they won't know or care about the real issues that are out there.
Well, I think this is just one more piece of evidence of the degree to which the media, supposedly the watchdogs, has become the gatekeeper of the system.
Even though Kanye is saying all this, I don't believe he is breaking the oath. For some reason, like we have seen time and time again, the industry loves painting Kanye as a vigilante or even sometimes a villain. But in my opinion, Kanye is honestly just controlled opposition. He is a Masonic puppet who does whatever he is told. Kanye states himself that he is surrounded by handlers, people who advise him on every move. The fact that he was even allowed on Drink Champs is suspicious to me, as usually when an artist is being targeted and cancelled, they're not given any chance to talk. We all have to remember what level Kanye is at in the industry, and who Kanye interacts with on a daily basis. The level that Kanye made it to in the industry alone proves he's sold out. Even though it appears Kanye is exposing the industry, he isn't really naming the names he knows if he named would get him in trouble. It all just seems like he's eager for attention. And that's the sad thing. Most people just fall for that. This right here, it seems interesting, don't get me wrong. But are we really gonna trust Kanye? We know Kanye is down with them. We know Kanye has gotten paid by them. I literally just showed Kanye wearing shirts with Baphomet on it, wearing pants with Baphomet on it. Kanye knows exactly what he's doing. He knows what his purpose is. He's playing this superhero, this vigilante almost, exposing the industry. But at the same time, what are you exposing it for? What are you truly getting out of it? Because we know you're not doing it for free. You're not doing it to help us. You're not doing it for any beneficial reason. There's got to be an agenda behind this. Maybe this is all staged. You know, maybe they're all involved with this. To the average person, them seeing that would raise alarm. But to me, I still see it as theatrics, and I know what that means. Yeah, they close his account, but it doesn't mean anything. It's not like they stole his money or anything. He just take his money and put it in a different bank. And the reason why Chase would do it is because Kanye right now, what he is doing is self-destructing for the sake of attention. You know, and all these businesses that are running an agenda, that are working with that agenda, that they operate within the lines of this agenda, they're going to react to whatever Kanye is doing because, like I said, Kanye is acting as the villain. And in order for it to be believable, they have to treat him like the villain. You understand? Let's freeze his account. Let's do this. Let's do that. But in reality, are they really doing anything to stop Kanye? No, there's really nothing they can do unless they stop Kanye by taking him out. But what I do find important out of this is that by them doing this whole theatric scene, they're exposing themselves in a very interesting way. He says this in the Drink Champs interview as well. He says that he has a bunch of handlers. He admits this himself, that he is surrounded by handlers. That's an important thing to consider. What makes you think that those handlers aren't controlling his very moves right now? The thing is, I feel like if Kanye was really against them right now, he wouldn't be getting any type of publicity. We would only see negativity about Kanye. They wouldn't allow Kanye to go speak. They are aware already. They know that this is something he normally does. They know that if he's really against the industry, he wouldn't be here right now. You know, they would have already gotten rid of him. The three biggest record labels in the industry are Universal Music Group, Sony Entertainment, and Warner Bros. Those are the three biggest labels in the industry. But not only are they the three biggest labels in the industry, those are the only three labels in the industry. Those are the three labels that run it all. None of these other labels truly matter. The ones who call the shots are UMG, Sony, and Warner Brothers. So when you think of the overall agenda, those are the ones that are pushing the agenda. Those are the ones that are in charge. When we talk about the people that run the industry, we got to talk about Sir Lucian Grange. And I've already mentioned Sir Lucian Grange several times in several different episodes. He is literally the most powerful man in the industry. He is the head of UMG. So most of the biggest artists like The Weeknd, Ariana Grande are signed and they listen to him. He's the one that says, this is what goes down, this is what doesn't. That's the man with the power. Now, when it comes to Sony, the head of Sony is named Rob Stringer. Rob has similar amount of power. He's the one that dictates what music is popping, what music is not, what music gets heard. It's not about what you like. It's about what they like. They're the ones that dictate culture. Believe it or not, they're the ones with all the money and power. And if they say it's gangster rap, it's gangster rap. And then for Warner Bros. Is Aaron Bay Schnook. I'm gonna show you guys all the labels that are under these labels, and I won't be able to put all the artists in there because it's literally just every artist that's signed to a label, period. If they're signed to a label and they're mainstream, they're under one of these three labels. These three labels are the ones that dictate everything. If Kanye West is exposing anybody, these are the three people that he needs to expose. These are the three people that truly run the industry, and I haven't heard him say any of their names. You understand? I haven't heard him mention Sir Lucian Grange, mention any of the other two guys that I mentioned in this video. And those are the ones that truly run the industry. Those are the ones that really have the power. If he was talking about handlers, those are the ones that are in control of the handlers. And then we have other gatekeepers like, Diddy and Jay-Z and Dr. Dre. But even them, they fall under these music executives, these heads of the labels, because they have to sign off of everything they do. If Dr. Dre wants to sign an artist, they have to sign off on it. At the end of the day, we have to understand that this is how the industry operates. When I say you have to take the oath, this is what I mean by taking the oath. You take the oath and you agree to do whatever they tell you for the money that they pay you. You have to become a puppet, and they're the ones that are pulling the strings. They're the ones that'll tell you go left or go right, and if it's okay for you to make that move. This is the world we live in. When I tell you guys to step back from the industry and just see it for what it really is, this is what I want you to see. The industry is flawed, it's corrupted, and it's ran by the devil and the devil's people. The devil's people are the ones that are pushing this agenda, controlling us through music, guiding us to this burning end that so many of us sadly are going to end up meeting.